Hey family, this is your resident host, Shannon Jackson from Living Your Life Without Limits. Today we're going to be talking about broken to be built. Stay tuned.
Wake up everybody, let's elevate your mind. Live your life without limits, no more wasting time. Don't forget to stay focused while continuing to stay on the grind. Keep your vision real tight, and your future be bright until the finish line.
Hey fam, this is your resident host, Shannon Jackson from Living Your Life Without Limits. You know, sometime in life, we go through difficulties, challenges. And one of the things that we're going to talk about is how those challenges can turn into opportunities to build a better future for yourself. Thank you for joining me today as we talk about broken to be built. Before we get into today's topic, I want you to do me a quick favor. Click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you set your alarm so when we do future lives, you will always get an alert. And also leave a comment. We want to hear from you. Thank you so much. Let's get into this topic. When you think about something being broken, like broken glass, broken anything, it's dismantled. It's not functional. And in 2020, many of us suffered from being broken in one form or another, whether it was from broken dreams, broken relationships, maybe a broken marriage, maybe a broken home, just broken mentally or feeling just tapped out, like I'm tired, I just can't go, I'm not finding my way and finding my place. And what I'm wanting you to know today, that when you're in that place of being broken, you're actually being built. Because during that time, some things are opening and exposing themselves that require you to take action. And oftentimes, until something falls apart, we won't do anything about it. How many of us have had issues with cars in the past? I just want to make it something that everybody can relate to, where we knew we needed to get that tune-up. We needed to go get it serviced, and we just didn't. We just kept riding it and kept riding it and kept riding it and kept riding it. And then eventually, some light or alarm had came on, and it forced us to have to do it. But instead of it costing a little bit, it cost us way much more money, and it took more time. So you may have been in a place of brokenness in 2020. Emotionally, financially, mentally, spiritually, or whatever it might have been. But this is where we have to recover. And so here's a couple of things that I want to leave with you as it will help you prepare to be built. Because your brokenness was not to destroy you. It was to rebuild you for where you to go. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to release it. Oftentimes, when we have disappointments or hurt or pain, we nourish it. We carry it. We just continue to dwell in that space. And what we have to do is find a way to bury it. Even though it was hurtful, even though it hurt me, but you can't keep nourishing it. You can't keep watering that pain. You have to bury it. You have to let it go and release it to allow yourself to heal. Healing is very important for you to move forward. You can't have clarity if you keep holding on to past hurt and past pain and past frustrations. So that's the first thing that you have to do. The second thing that I want you to do, own your stuff in the process. It is so easy, and we've all been guilty of that. Well, this didn't work because of A, B, C, or D, or because of them, or because of this. Was there anything in that process that you need to take responsibility for? Procrastination, not focusing, not putting the effort in. Evaluate, did I have a part in this? I was recently talking to someone, and they were expressing to me about a relationship that has been toxic, that they don't like, but yet they don't want to give it up. I don't want it, but then I don't want to give it up. And I don't want it because way back then, 10 years ago, they did such and so to me. And I can't get past that. So what am I saying? You have to move forward. You can't you can't bring all the past hurts, all the past disappointments and frustrations, because it will weigh on you mentally, it will weigh on your creativity, it will weigh on your energy, and you will not be able to focus. And what's the next thing that you have to do? Have a made up mind. You have to be determined and have a goal set for yourself. There's a saying, without a vision, purposes are defeated. You have to have a goal or direction of where you want to go. What do you want to see happen for you? What do you want to see accomplished in your life, in your family, in your environment, in your mind? You can't just be gliding through and wondering what's going to happen. You have to have a plan, look at it, and say, all right, these are the things that I want to have accomplished. And the final thing is take action. And when you do those things, all of the brokenness, you begin to find yourself being rebuilt. Built for determination, built with a new drive, built with clarity, with understanding, accountability, and most of all, love for yourself. Oftentimes, and I say this all the time, but I want to emphasize this as we go into the new year. This is a time to celebrate. You got to come into the year excited about possibilities for yourself. I know it was tough last year. We all had some L's. We all had some disappointments. But you got to face 2021 with, I am going to be built for success. I'm going to reach my expectations. I'm going to fulfill my goals. And it starts right here in your mind with your vision, your attitude. And as you think it and you believe it, it's going to marinate within you and your energy and your motivation. And you know what happens? Iron sharpens iron. And when people see you're excited and motivated, they'll come and help. They'll get involved. Because if you're vested in it, hey, I want to invest in that too. I want that energy. I want to help you along. So I just wanted to leave that with you as we're continuing to build into this year. I want you to stay excited. I want you to understand that you were broken or you felt, whether it was, as I said, broken of a relationship, broken of a person, of within yourself, broken in thought, just felt disorganized. It was all to prepare you for now. Use your disappointments as fuel and motivation to build your future. Learn from it, glean from it. Because even in disappointments and loss, there's a lesson in it. It's just up to us whether we really do own it and take ownership of that and say, you know what? I can learn from this. I can tell you personally, even when it came to relationships, because I know many people, that's something everyone can relate to one time or another, that when relationships that I was in the past didn't work, some of that at the time, it's easy to say, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, it's because of this. But then if you really want to be honest, or if I wanted to be honest, there were some things that I didn't do either. Or maybe I didn't want it as bad either. So whatever it was, as we're coming to a close, that made you be in a broken place at the end of 2020, I want you to look at that and I want you to say, that was my beginning of my rebuild. This is what's going to help me build my tomorrow. This is what's going to help me build my character, build my dream, go after my desires. Because I'm going to take all of that and I'm going to use it as motivation. If you enjoyed what you're hearing today, I want you to stay connected to us. Follow us on our website. at livingyourlifewithoutlimits.com, on our social media sites. Stay connected to our YouTube. We are just getting started with 2021 as we come out. We're so excited. We got many things planned. We're going to have more activities and live events that we're going to be having. Our new season of Street Love is coming out. So come along and stay with us. I am here to deposit in you. I want you to reach your full potential this year. Don't let nothing and nobody hold you back. And as I often say, as we're getting ready to close, remember to love yourself. Take care of yourself, because guess what? You are absolutely worth it.